Hello and welcome. If you're preparing for a career as a customs specialist, you're in the right place. Today, we'll walk through some key interview questions, complete with tips and sample answers to help you shine. Let's get started with our first question, which delves into teamwork and problem-solving skills in customs scenarios. Can you share an experience where you collaborated with a team to tackle a challenging customs issue? This question is all about understanding your ability to work well with others when facing complex problems in customs. Here are some helpful tips to craft a strong response. Choose a specific customs issue you've encountered. Clarify your role in the team and the actions you took to address the issue. Emphasize how you communicated and collaborated with others. Discuss the outcome and any improvements that resulted. Remember to use the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. Now, let's look at an example answer to illustrate this.
When our team faced a tariff classification discrepancy, I stepped up to gather data and work with our logistics partner. We reviewed classification codes, communicated with customs officials, and resolved the issue, saving the company 15% in duties. This experience underscored the power of teamwork and communication in overcoming challenges.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for customs specialists. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell me about a time you identified a compliance risk in import/export operations and how you handled it. Interviewers ask this to gauge your problem-solving skills and your ability to ensure compliance. Here's how you can effectively answer this question. Identify a specific compliance risk you've encountered. Explain how you analyzed the risk and its potential impact. Detail the actions you took to mitigate the risk. Describe any collaboration with team members or stakeholders. Summarize the outcome and any lessons learned. Here's an example of how you might answer.
In my previous role, I noticed a vendor was misclassifying products to reduce tariffs. After analyzing product codes and consulting with our compliance team, I implemented a training program for vendors on proper classification. This initiative reduced errors by 30% and greatly improved our compliance.
Can you describe a situation where you had a disagreement with a colleague or client about customs regulations and how you resolved it? This question is designed to assess your conflict resolution skills and how you handle differing opinions. Let's explore some tips for approaching this question. Identify a specific disagreement you encountered. Clearly explain the differing viewpoints involved. Discuss your approach to resolving the disagreement professionally. Highlight how you reached a mutual understanding. Share the outcome and what you learned from the experience. Consider this example response.
In a previous role, a colleague and I disagreed on a product's customs classification. I gathered the relevant documentation and we reviewed the regulations together, which led to an agreement that satisfied both of us and prevented a compliance issue. This taught me the importance of open dialogue and thorough research.
If you discovered a significant discrepancy in a shipment after it cleared customs, what steps would you take? This question tests your decision-making skills and how you handle unexpected challenges. Here's how you can structure your response. Start by verifying the discrepancy with shipping documents and inventory records. Notify relevant stakeholders like your supervisor and the shipping company. Investigate the root cause of the discrepancy. Document all findings and communications. Develop a corrective action plan to prevent future issues. Here's how you might frame your answer.
First, I would verify the discrepancy with the shipping documents and inventory records. Then, I'd inform my supervisor and the shipping company. After investigating the root cause, I'd thoroughly document everything and create a plan to prevent similar issues going forward.
How would you handle a situation where a client insists on using a customs procedure you believe is incorrect? This question assesses your conflict management skills and ability to maintain professionalism with clients. Here's a strategy to tackle this question. Listen calmly to understand the client's perspective. Politely explain your concerns and the correct procedure. Provide evidence or regulations to support your explanation. Offer alternative solutions that meet their needs and ensure compliance. Encourage an open dialogue to clear up any misunderstandings. Here's an example of how you might respond.
I would start by listening to the client to understand their reasoning. Then I'd explain the correct customs procedure and back it up with relevant facts or regulations. I'd suggest alternative approaches that align with their goals while ensuring compliance, fostering a collaborative and supportive decision-making process.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. Just grab it below.